What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patron supporter that wanted me to talk about toxic traits that women love. Okay, guys, so I'm going to take this from the perspective that this brother he meant to say high value characteristics that women love. Because no woman likes a toxic man. Now, I see on TV, y'all watch TV, right? And y'all will see a couple, they'll be arguing and all this other shit, right? And then next thing you know, they're tearing each other clothes off, making passionate love and stuff like this on the living room floor, right? Listen, I've seen those movies too, where you're like, they got so overwhelmed with passion from, you know, being in this toxic relationship. But let me explain something to y'all guys about a toxic man, or trying to be toxic to get women to raise their attraction. It's negative energy. Okay, guys, it's negative energy in the relationship. So let's just by chance say, you know what? Women do like toxic men. Let me just give you that. Let's say, okay, you're right. Women love toxic men. I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to enjoy that relationship. Okay, good. Let's hypothetically say I'm wrong and toxicity raises a woman's attraction. Just understand that when you're with this woman, when you're having sex, is negative energy. So you know what? I'm so overwhelmed that she's raising her attraction from my toxic energy. But if that's what it takes for me to be in a toxic situation, it's not worth it. So what I'm saying is, if you have a woman you have to be toxic with, understand that the only time that relationship is going to be fun is when y'all are having sex. When y'all are watching TV, or when y'all are at dinner, or when y'all are doing whatever the hell y'all doing, any other time is not a good. Matter of fact, even when she's not around you, that toxic energy is still in you. This is why you guys have to block out negative energy. Because when that girl leaves up out of there, that negative energy is still floating around in that damn house. This is when y'all hear people say, protect your energy all times. This is why. This is why. Protect your energy. So I don't give a fuck if me being toxic has her dripping down the street that I can follow her by the drip on the goddamn street. I don't goddamn care. It's not worth it to be in a toxic situation. So I know I'm not right, but let's just hypothetically say that I was wrong. I know I'm not wrong. I know I'm right when I say no woman loves a toxic man. So I'm going to go through this little list that I got of toxic traits that he assumes that women like. And then I'm going to give y'all the high value characteristics that I think that he's labeling toxic, but it's not toxic, and I'm going to explain to you guys why. So I'm going to give you the toxic list first, since this is what he asked for. Number one, being inconsistent. Okay, disappearing for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and all this stuff. Listen, when you first start dating a woman, the first 2 months maybe, you don't have to be consistent. She shouldn't expect you to just move everything out of the way. She's not a priority. You're not a priority. Neither one of you should expect the other one to rearrange their life to make time for you right off the bat. I think we all know that. If I met a girl this past Saturday, I shouldn't expect that girl to rearrange her life to see me twice a week. Right off the bat. Not right off the bat. I know I should not expect myself to be a priority. I should not even expect her to be able to make herself available for me once a week right off the bat. Okay? Now, if I ask and she declines, maybe she don't get another date. You know, maybe I'll get into that a whole nother video. But the point I'm trying to say is, if you met a girl in a week, y'all went on one date, it's not mandatory that she sees you the next week. So inconsistency at the beginning is good. It's cool and it's okay. Nobody should expect that. After 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, there should be a level of consistency that that person gets. So if you're the type of guy that purposely disappears for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, trying to on purpose create toxicity, that's not good. All it does, guys, is causes the woman to close off. Okay? Let me explain something else too. I forgot to say this at the beginning. Toxic is the list I'm giving you first. This is a thought out plan strategy to purposely create toxicity. Because you've been taught that being toxic, or you watched it on a movie, or you read somewhere, or the Pookie and Ray Ray. The Pookie and Ray Ray that y'all are referring to are nothing but fun toys. I'm taking this from a perspective that you guys are talking to girls as in meaningful long-term relationships, non-monogamous or monogamous. I'm not talking about Pookie and Ray Ray that she wants to fuck and whenever she get bored. Okay? I'm not talking about that. If you Pookie and Ray Ray, I have no idea why you over here are watching my channel. Go find a Pookie and Ray Ray channel. Over here, I teach men leveling up, being law-abiding citizens to be productive citizens, you know, productivity. I don't teach that Pookie and Ray Ray nonsense. Okay? So that's what you're looking for. You want to go find a Pookie and Ray Ray dating coach. I want positive energy that when you're with the woman, you're building the attraction in a healthy way. Not this verbally abusive, physically abusive bullshit that goes on with Pookie and Ray Ray. Okay? You shouldn't want, guys, in all honesty, guys, I'm going to be just real with you guys. Y'all guys should be at a point where y'all don't even deal with women who find those type of guys attractive. You should want to be with a woman who wants a bad guy, but he's a productive, law-abiding bad guy. Not a game-banging, drug-dealing, gun-toting fool. I'm just being honest with you. Yes, women like bad boys, but you don't got to fucking do drive-bys to be a fucking bad boy. You can just be a man that stands up for himself and don't take shit from nobody. That's it. That's all you got to do to be a bad boy. Okay? You ain't got to go through to goddamn San Quentin to be a fucking bad boy. That means you stand up to everybody. Your boss, your neighbor, your mom, your sister, everybody, your friends. Nobody walks over you. That's all it takes. Okay? You ain't got to start pushing kilos to be a bad boy. All right, so I wanted to make sure I point that out. But guys, inconsistency. When you're inconsistent, that's a thought out toxic strategy that you've been taught that raises a woman attraction. It's just toxic energy. All it's going to do is close off. Like I said at the beginning, nobody should expect no consistency out of nobody. If I went on one date with your ass, if I don't call you for 2-3 weeks, motherfucker, we went on one date. What the hell you want? Think we married? We went on one fucking date. We went on 2 fucking dates. What you want? See me 2 times a week already, right off the bat? So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about 3 months, 4 months, 5 months in, there should be a level of consistency. Doing shit to purposely cause arguments. Why haven't I seen you? This, that, that, all that shit. I tell you what, you know every fucking thing, do it your way. And watch how fast that woman close off and start fucking with somebody else. Do it your way. Number 2, men who overly check them for no reason. If a woman is late, you should check her. If a woman is trying to test you, you should check her. But you have toxic guys out of there who, to what they supposedly get the power in a relationship, is where they want to check for shit that's not even there. Why you slam my car door like that? Now, the woman didn't even slam the car door, but you're purposely trying to check her for something because you're trying to lay the law laying down when she didn't even fucking slam your fucking door. If she did, then you should say something. But y'all guys know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when there's nothing there to check and you're purposely trying to create some toxic bullshit. So you're checking her for nothing. Like I said, you might see in the movies that shit cool. All it's going to do is lower a woman's attraction to you. I promise. That's all it's going to do. And it's going to get to a point to where you're not worth the squeeze. That's what I'm saying. It's going to get to a point to where she's going to look at the phone and see that that's Donald calling, and she going to goddamn start breaking out in hives. That's what's going to happen. Next, guys, men who gaslight. Say something like, you accuse her of flirting with the bartender or something like that, right? Even though she did nothing like that, you just gonna accuse her of it just to put on pins and needles for no fucking reason, just to be a fucking dickhead. And she's gonna fight with you back, and it's gonna create this toxic energy. See, you've been taught wrong on how to engage a woman's emotions. If you do shit like that, you've been taught wrong. This is what's gonna happen, guys. If the woman likes you, she finds you very physically attractive, she'll take it, she'll take it, she'll take it, and she'll take it until one day she's not gonna take it. You can only pound somebody so much before it gets old. Okay? If any of y'all guys ever been bullied, then you would know after some point the person gonna lash out. I don't know how long it might take, but at some point they're gonna get tired of it. At some point. So if you think that that's a good strategy to go about causing women to engage their emotions, I promise you it won't work long term. If you think that that's a good way for a woman to see you alpha, I promise you it won't last long term. Might last 3 months, but it won't last long term. And let me tell you something else. Let's hypothetically say you did beat her down and she just got submissive like that. Guys, it's no fun being in a relationship with a woman who's overly submissive. Like, you want somebody that has an opinion, but they trust you to lead, but they have an opinion. You shouldn't even want to be with a girl who just don't even offer opinion on nothing. That's not fun. A relationship is about expanding your horizon. It's about bringing something to the other person, not just about you. It's about enhancing their life too. When you guys think of a relationship, when you think of a relationship, you should not think of a relationship as in, how can it just make me feel good? A healthy relationship, monogamous or non-monogamous, is about how can we feel good? That's what's going to be a healthy, fun relationship. A healthy, fun relationship is just, I'm going to explain to you guys why. So what y'all guys know, what's the one positive thing? If you can't think of nothing else positive that comes from a relationship, what's the one positive thing that comes from relationships? It causes you to be exposed to other things that otherwise you probably would not have been. For instance, Game of Thrones. I only got into Game of Thrones, guys, because the girl that I was dating at the time in the basement, the Cleveland Cavaliers, this one LeBron's was still with the Cavs, right? She watched the playoff game with me, and the same thing happened with The Notebook. Any of y'all guys, but I think this was another girl. The Notebook. But the thing is, she watched the game with me, and she was like, Game of Thrones, come on. Guys, I never liked it, fantasy type shows like Harry Potter. I've never watched Harry Potter. I tried to get into it during the pandemic. I couldn't get into it. I've never been into what's the other one? It's Harry Potter, and who's the other guy? Lord of the Rings. I tried to get into both of them during the pandemic when we couldn't do them but watch TV. I watched both of them like maybe an hour, and I couldn't watch no more. I never been into those type of movies. Just so happened she watched the game with me. So me being the compromising guy that I am, I said, okay, I'll watch Game of Thrones with you. End up loving it. To this day, it's my favorite show. Right there with The Sopranos and The Wire. And Breaking Bad. Game of Thrones. I probably would put Game of Thrones #1. Would have never tried it. Would have never tried it had the girl exposed me to it. Eating sushi. I never tried eating sushi before. But as in dating women, dating a woman that go to the restaurant I like, I say, you know what? You like the sushi spots? I tell you what, we'll try sushi next time. Just me compromising. Now I love sushi. I go to a sushi restaurant at least once or twice a month now. Would have never tried it had the girl not exposed me to it. The point what I'm trying to say is a relationship should be about give and take. And when you give, it actually enhances yourself indirectly. When you make it all about you, then you stay on your little gerbil wheel because you never step outside your box. Does that make sense, guys? So you should want a woman that has an opinion because she might expose you to something that otherwise you may not have been exposed to. Particularly if you like me and you ain't got 1,000 friends. Okay? If you're somebody who got 10,000 friends, then yeah, if you're somebody like me who got like 2 or 3, when you compromise with women, they might expose you to something else. Okay, guys? I hope I cleared that up. All right. Next, guys. But that one was gaslighting. When you're fucking with somebody's head, y'all guys don't know what gaslighting is. That's when you're purposely fucking with somebody's head. When you know, like say I say, hey man, you said you was gonna give me $10 a day, and I know you didn't say that, and now I'm fucking with your head, and now you start questioning your memory going bad because it's like the 3rd time I done said you forgot something. So now you start asking, damn, am I getting amnesia? Or am I getting Alzheimer's? What's going on here? That's gaslighting, where you're mentally fucking with somebody. Okay. All right. Next, trying to make her jealous. Trying to make her jealous. On Instagram, posting pics. Got a bunch of female friends. Doing stuff to purposely try to make your woman jealous. That is not going, yeah, it'll cause an argument, but it's not going to create scarcity, guys. All it does is create negative energy arguments. It's not going to create scarcity. You know why it's not going to create scarcity? Because the woman knows why you're doing it. So it doesn't work. You know what she does care about? She cares about the optics. So she's going to argue with you because the optics to everybody else is like, why is Marcus has all these women? So she's going to say something not because out of scarcity, but out of respect because of the optics to everybody else. The same way you would if she was doing the same thing. You probably don't even care about the other dudes. But to everybody else, to all your friends and family, it just looks, damn, why Amber got all these damn dudes around her? Why is she always on Instagram with these different dudes? So to you feel a way that she's not respecting you. So yes, it'll create an argument, but it doesn't create scarcity or that toxic energy or make do pre-selection or none of that type of shit because she knows why you're doing it. You just look like a fucking tryhard. And it lowers attraction, to be honest with you. So never try to make your girl jealous. You don't know how to make your girl jealous in a healthy way? Dress nice, be fit, and y'all go out and everybody in the mall or everybody in the restaurant or everybody in the club, all the women in there are sweating you hard. You ain't did nothing. You ain't talked to nobody. And not that the women are sweating you hard in a disrespectful way to her, but she could just tell all the women are giving you the eye. That's how you make a woman jealous in a healthy way. By just being yourself, dressing nice, making yourself attractive to a lot of women without doing anything. She's going to observe all these women on your dick. So you don't have to do anything. It'll happen naturally if you're that guy, if you take care of yourself, if your fashion is on point, if your body's on point, if your grooming is on point. Particularly if your girl is hot, oh man, there you go. That's 10x right there. Now everybody show enough on you. Next, being argumentative. Just starting stupid arguments for no fucking reason. Why you got the TV up so loud? Why you cook my steak too tough? Just for no fucking reason. No reason at all. Just purposely trying to pick an argument because somebody told you that this is how you create turmoil. That's not the proper way. Yes, women love turmoil. Healthy turmoil. Not this little bitch ass shit. This like a woman. Like all this shit I said, guys, being inconsistent, gaslighting, trying to make her jealous, argumentative. That's shit that's women. They're like feminine energy. I know you don't think nothing that that comes across as feminine energy raises a woman attraction. All you're going to do is make her more masculine and lose attraction. So this toxicity that you're trying to create, in actuality, is lowering her attraction, not raising it. And last, guys, creating bad turmoil, returning her calls the next day and stuff like just goofy shit. Just goofy shit. Just, you know, for no reason at all. And to be quite honest with you, you can put all these under the label creating turmoil. Bad turmoil. All right, now let me get to the right way to get women to engage their emotions. You don't got to be a toxic person to get women to engage their emotions. You can do it in a healthy way. Number one, guys, putting your purpose first. So when you date a woman consistently, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, whatever, right? You can have her days, right? And I'm telling you right now, this is going to happen. That woman at some point is going to want you to not do your purpose a particular day so you can see her a special day or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Purpose comes first. Nothing comes before your purpose. That's going to create turmoil in a healthy way. This is not you trying to wake up in the morning with a strategy. This is just you. Nothing comes before your purpose. You don't tell her that, but your actions say that. So let's hypothetically say you see her on Wednesday and Saturday. It might come a point to where she's like, hey, I know I normally see you on Wednesday and Saturday, but can I see you Friday this week too? No, I'm working, man. I'm going to be working till like 12 o'clock. You never put your purpose on hold because a woman want to see you. Ever. Ever. Birthday, okay, I give you that. Valentine's Day, okay, I give you that. Christmas, okay, I give you that. Any other time, you can forget it. I'm not going to start working on what I'm doing today to see you or hang out with you. Purpose comes first. If you want a woman to respect you and you want to create turmoil in a healthy way, never jump off your purpose to be with her. Number two, putting yourself first. That's gym, hobbies, friends. So as any of y'all guys know, if you date a woman long enough, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, a year, whatever, right? Like I said, non-monogamous or monogamous, at some point, the woman is going to want to come before your friends, the gym, or your hobbies. I could, on a philosophical level, guys, I could say, okay, I could put the woman before all those. But I can say you put your girlfriend before all those, but here's the problem. She has her time and that has their time, and therefore she got to respect the time that I got for my other stuff. That's what I'm saying. I would never tell y'all guys to go hang out with a dude over hanging out with your girl. I would never tell you that. Any homeboy that expect that, he not going to be my homeboy very long. But what I am going to say is, if I hang with my boys on Friday and I hang out with you on Saturday, Do not expect me to cancel my Friday fellas day to hang out with you. That's what I'm saying. You have your day, they have theirs. But if something came up this week and I couldn't do both, I would never ask you guys to not see your girl to go hang with some dudes. If something came up and you only had one available night, and Friday you normally hang with them, and Saturday you see her, I'm not gonna go as far to say I would counsel with my girl to see my fellas. I'm not gonna tell that lie. But if nothing ain't came up, and I got Friday night and Saturday night and they night Friday night and your night Saturday night, and you just want to be greedy, and you want me to not see them tonight so I can see you and see you, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not going to ask you guys to put your hobby before your girl. If you only got one night to, let's say your hobby is to shoot guns at a shooting range. Let's say this week got really busy. For whatever reason, I don't know, maybe your mama came in town, something, and you just ain't have a lot of time. And you got a choice between going shooting at the gun range or hanging with your girl, go hang with your girl. But if you got both of the nights available, and she want to be greedy and get both of them, she can go to hell. That's what I'm saying. So, unless it's some extenuating circumstances, never put her above your life. Unless you just ain't got the time to do both. I am not, listen here, man. I love my hobbies. And I love my boys. But if I only got one day available, they ain't gonna win that battle. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Call me simp strategies, call me whatever the fuck you want to. If I got the choice between some goddamn double D's or some hairy legs, I'm telling you them hairy legs is not gonna win. But if I got both nights available and she just wanna be greedy and get both, she can forget it. That's what I'm saying. So I want to make sure y'all guys understand my point. Next, check them when they test, but not just not to check them. So if a woman tests you, you are supposed to check her. If she shows up late, yes, you're supposed to check her. She wants you to check her. If a woman show up 15 minutes late for a date and you let her sit down and you don't say nothing, I'm telling you guys, watch the game's gonna begin. She knows you're in scarcity. She knows you're scared. Don't nothing turn a hot woman. You know, y'all guys want to know why the hot women single? Nobody can check them. It's easy to check that 7, ain't it? It's easy to check that 8. But boy, when you give them 9s and 10s, boy, you don't want to rock that boat, do it. You ain't in scarcity with women, but you in scarcity with them dimes. There's levels to this shit. That's why all the dimes are always single. Because can't nobody check their ass. But getting back to the point, you should check women, but when they do something. Guys, listen, you literally can start an argument anytime you want to, right? Listen, if I was to talk to you on any subject, I can start an argument about anything. I can just play devil's advocate. You know, if I just wanted to start an argument and you were just up there killing Putin, right? The Russian guy, Vladimir Putin, right? I can play devil's advocate just to start an argument and come up with a defense for him. If I wanted to, if I just want to be a dickhead and just to start an argument, I can start an argument that the sky ain't blue if I want to. So the point being, guys, if that's your case, you can always start an argument if you want to. The point is we want a healthy relationship that's fun to be in. Next, guys, not opening up to her all the way. You should always remain a mystery. This is going to cause turmoil because women hate when they feel like they ain't got everything up out of you. So yes, that causes turmoil, but it causes it in the right way. Checking women in the right way causes turmoil because it engages her emotion, because it shows her you have a backbone. Never open all the way up to a woman. Let me get back on that again before I move on. Because this is how it works, right? A woman will want you to open up to her. She'll want you to talk to her about when the first time you peed in bed. And she'll want you to open up to her about the first time you were scared and all this other type of stuff, right? And then she'll start losing attraction for you because you exposing your weaknesses to her. So women want you to do all this stuff on one hand, and on the other hand, they lose attraction to you because you're showing weakness. So you should never open all the way up to a female and make yourself that emotionally vulnerable. I know that's what women say they want, but they don't. But it engages their turmoil. It causes turmoil because she feels like she doesn't know all of you yet. Good. You don't need to know all of me. Now, you guys probably can talk about that stuff with your friends, your pastor, your dad, your uncle. You know, if any of y'all guys got a therapist or something, you should talk about. But to your woman, no. No. And lastly, guys, no contact. So no contact creates turmoil and causes a woman to engage her emotions. Because let's just be real. We all understand during a breakup that the other person probably misses us as much as we missing them. What causes a woman to engage her emotions during no contact is the fact that she's thinking that your feelings for her will override your pride. And it doesn't. And it's attractive that you're a man with pride and integrity, that you're not going to go begging and crawling back. So when y'all do something or y'all have a minor little, and let me say this before I forget it too before I end the video. You don't have arguments, you have disagreements. So I want to make sure I say that right there for all y'all guys who think that you should never have a disagreement with your woman. You can have a disagreement. The difference is a disagreement is done in a stoic frame, not an emotional frame like an argument. So if you and your woman come to differences on something, yes, you can sit down and communicate, and this is called a disagreement. Argument is when y'all get emotional and nobody's listening to nobody and nothing is getting solved. So I wanted to make sure y'all guys knew that. But no contact, guys, when a woman has pissed you off. And guys, understand this. This ain't even got to do with, y'all ain't even got to have a breakup. Like, she could have just pissed you off, right, and left and went home. Y'all ain't break up. No, let her call you first. No, you stump your little feet up out of here mad and angry. I'm not finna call you tomorrow and apologize or try to act like it ain't happened. No, you call me. So that's no contact too. No contact ain't always got to be a breakup. It could be these little mini breakups where it's not exactly said, but she's waiting for you to reach out first. No, you reach out first or we'll never talk again. Okay, guys? So I hope you guys get the video. Yes, you want to cause a woman to engage her emotions, but you want to do it in a masculine, stoic way and not a toxic way. Because at the end of the day, even if being toxic raises a woman's interest, understand that the relationship is toxic and that's not fun. Other than when y'all having sex. All right, guys, I'll get back with you guys later.